Dope.
All right. I am Sampson Ray Simon from We Need Rent Money, and I'm here with Megan Johns. She
Hi.
plays she plays Savannah Daniels, the FBI officer, uh, who is after the antagonist of the film. How are you doing?
Doing all right. Hanging in there. How are you doing?
Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Good. Good.
So, first I wanted to ask you, what was your first acting role? This is probably pretty recent in comparison.
Yeah. So, my first acting role was probably when I was 5. I played an extra in the play Annie.
Nice. Annie,
Yeah.
like
Solid.
Annie, like Warbucks, like the like tomorrow, like that joint.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, nice,
I was
nice.
just an extra.
Oh, okay, okay.
Just a little.
You didn't seem hard. You didn't sing Hard Knock Life for us.
I
No, I'm
did. I
joking.
did. I
You didn't
sang
sing that.
backup vocals.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
exactly,
really
exactly.
good backup vocals.
The best backup
That's right.
voice. That's what's up. So what did you learn from that? I was gonna ask you that, but could you even remember it?
Yeah, I do. I remember it. Um, yeah, I think from that, I got my passion for performing. Just like just meeting so many amazing people and just the crazy creative environment backstage and the lights go on and there's like 100 people in the audience watching. I just love the energy of that. So yeah, I learned a lot. I learned a lot
Yeah,
from it.
that's like theater though, right? That was theater.
Theater.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Did you do any other theater? Like, did you pursue theater anymore?
I did. I did. Yeah, actually, some of my favorite roles were in drag because I actually went to an all-girls school for part of middle school, and I played Action in West Side Story. Pretty
Nice,
good. Pretty
sick.
good. Yeah,
So
I
you
was in a lot of plays.
oh, nice, nice. You were in a theater group for the majority of your schooling, your formal schooling.
I was in a number of plays. I don't know. I wasn't in any groups for very long, but
Mm.
I always volunteered to
Yeah,
do stuff.
yeah,
I just enjoyed it. Enjoyed
yeah.
performing.
Groups are for suckers. You know, you gotta. No, you know what else I wanted to ask you about groups though. This is, I always wondered like with your music, do
Yeah.
you like do you assemble a group of people for because you for everybody that doesn't know you put out music, you know, you have albums, you have bands, right? I want to know, is that the same band reoccurring, or is it like, do you search for a different band every time, or like, how does that work for you?
So, good question. I've been really, really blessed to have just really amazing friends who are also talented at the things that I love to do. So, my first band was actually like my elementary school friends. We put it together. Uh, and then I played with one of my elementary school friends for about 9 years, Dave Cohen, sax and bassist. And we kind of just like rolled in a bunch of other friends. And then I moved to Nashville and I had to regroup. And then I moved out here and regrouped with friends again. So yeah, they've been friends.
Wow, wow,
Different bands.
that's a lot of regrouping. You know, that's that's the first time I'm sure is the hardest because you've been with a particular group or a particular stream of consciousness for a certain amount of time, and then you're like, "Whoa, let's what's so what was that thought process for you? Like, I want to go to Nashville. What was that? What sparked that idea?
Oh, wow. Yeah. So that's pretty crazy. I would have never gone to Nashville had it not been for my husband, Shannon Swords.
Represent.
He, yeah, he went to school for audio engineering down there. So I followed him.
Cool, cool, right on. Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
you guys learned a lot about the music industry from being in there. It's a major hub.
Yeah, it is. It's incredible. I thought, I always kind of believed in the stereotypes of like, oh, it's going to be all country and, maybe that's not really all my thing. But I got down there and it's just multicultural and all kinds of different music. But it's true that I feel like every kind of music, like you have like electronic music, you've got, like hip hop and you've got metal, but it all has like a little bit of a country influence, and it's cool.
Nice, no, that's cool. I like
I
that
dig it.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like multi-genre stuff. I like not being bogged down by a particular genre. They're like, what kind of rock
yeah,
album is this? Is it a psychedelic rock album? Is it, and it's like, it's just listen to it. Goddamn,
exactly.
you know?
I agree 100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I do like some country. I don't want to say that I don't like country as a genre. I love
I
some country, but
I do too. I
yeah,
I really didn't until I got exposed to it whenever I moved to Houston, and then I was like, oh, there actually is some solid country. Just I think it's like anything that you listen to. The pop stuff is gonna be not as good because it's supposed to have a wide appeal. You know,
right.
there's gonna be every once in a while there's gonna be one of those breakout songs like that's it. That's actually solid. It's actually a legit good song. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you learned something about marketing from Nashville too, because that seems like a place to learn something about marketing, music in
Oh
the
my
music
gosh.
industry.
Yeah. It's really a strange and magical place. It's kind of unassuming. A lot of things like surprise me about that place. It kind of looks like a small town, like for most of it, except for the downtown. But then you just like walk into this unassuming, like industrial looking like building, and they're just like, oh, it's like Jay-Z here.
Yeah,
It's like Jack White's there. It's it's weird.
that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
I now you make me want to go, but it's
Yeah.
like a great place to tour to. I'm sure,
Yeah.
regardless. So, what was your first music project or your first album,
So
like recorded?
also, I started writing songs when I was a little kid. So I started writing songs on piano when I was like 4. And I started making tapes because we had one of those like old tape machines and like with a little tiny microphone. And I
Mm-hmm.
used to stay home from school when no one was around and make tapes when I was a really little kid. So that was my first project, and then I was writing in secret for a long time, and my mom came across one of my tapes and listened to it, and was like excited about it and offered to pay for me to record an album. So I did that when I was 15, and there was Dirty
Sweet.
Shoes, called Dirty
Awesome.
Shoes.
Sweet,
Yeah.
sweet. So that was that's the chronological progression. I want to. What's your latest album? What's your last album that you put out? And tell us about the process of that.
Yeah, so the last album's called Inner Voice. You can check it out on my everything on the internet,
Yeah,
iTunes, Spotify,
Spotify.
all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Inner Voice. I recorded it with a good friend of mine for the last 12-ish years, Billy Barnett, who owns Gung Ho Studio in Eugene. And also Aaron Nelson is on the bass. He's a really awesome bassist. Also plays with Alder Street All Stars.
Oh, I remember them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And Jesse Greenlee is on the drums, and that's a crazy story too, because that guy is from Illinois, from my hometown. So I actually worked with him in Illinois, and then we both happened to move to Eugene, so it worked out. Yeah.
Well, Eugene's a chill place. I mean, it's like a lot of people like look up what chillest places to live, and like I guess that's why they go there. I don't know. I don't even remember how I ended up there. I don't know. I blacked out.
Yeah. How we get here? What am I doing here?
ah,
I'm here.
Yeah, there's a lot of great creative people there, and like it seems like the creative artistic community is always growing somehow, even though
Yeah.
the what would you say, like there's zoning laws, so it's not like the population is always getting out of control, but it's like it always just seems like the artistic community is growing. I guess maybe because people network more. I don't know why that is, but yeah,
Is this the
pretty
place?
cool to see. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of good creative energy here.
Right on. So you went to Germany to throw down some jams and to tour at one point. Can you tell us about that? Or what material you played?
Wow, how'd you know that? Yeah.
I read it.
Wow. You did your research and stuff. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, in 2014, it was kind of shortly after I recorded an album called Hey Lonely. I planned a month-long international tour, because why not? I saved up money on a barista salary and booked a bunch of shows, not just Germany, but England, Scotland, Montreal, and in the US a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was really fun.
Was it? I bet it was kind of crazy too. I bet it was hectic.
Yeah. I went completely alone, just a backpack and a guitar, and
woo.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff, man. It was really, really, really amazing. And Germany, I played in Cologne. That was probably one of my favorite shows for sure of the whole tour.
Yeah.
Because the audience was just really excited and it was packed in there. And gosh, I miss doing that.
There'll be more times after the world gets everything figured out. After we get everything sifted out, and, gotta get safety down first. I mean, travel is like a crazy thing right now. It's crap.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I mean, safety first.
Safety first.
It might be a while.
Yeah. But as long as it takes for it to be safe and to save as many lives as possible, it's far worth it, in my opinion.
Absolutely agreed.
100%. So let's see what else we got here. You had so you and I had a track composed and produced by your husband Shannon Swords.
Yeah.
For the soundtrack. Do you plan to do soundtrack works on films in the future going forward?
Absolutely. I love making music. I love film so much, and that is something I really want to do. Soundtracks.
Right on. I don't know if anybody's heard it. I know that there's the Spit in the Writ podcast where they previewed the song. So if you listen to that episode, you can hear the song. But besides that, it was a fun experience making that. The three of us. That was rad.
Yeah. That was so great. We just nailed it, knocked it down. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it's great working with professional individuals that know what they want out of a song and what they're doing.
Agreed. Yeah, it was just super fun.
Yeah. So the other thing I wanted to ask you about was the role that you play in this movie, right? And your approach to it, and like how you came about it. What was your process of reading the script and like figuring out how you're going to approach it and how you're going to do the role? And could you tell us about that without giving too much of the character away?
I could. Well, first of all, the first time I read the script, I was blown away by it. I thought it was hilarious. I laughed out loud. So I was just, it started from there, just like really liking the big picture of the whole thing. And then for the character specifically, I really try to take into consideration what like you and Blake, really had in mind and your suggestions. I also did a little looking into some X-Files,
Nice.
Did a little FBI research.
Yeah.
I got some sunglasses. I brought them, you know.
Excellent. Yeah.
You know,
Those
just
are
really
rad.
Yeah. And
It's the costume makes it, right? Whenever
it
you're
does.
doing a
It does.
role, you got to get into the costume.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So I just watched a lot of like silly cop movies, Point Blank.
That's a good one.
And yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I've been really enjoying.
I've heard it's good. I haven't got a chance to sit down and watch it yet. I mean, even though I'm in a quarantine, what's my fucking excuse, right?
Yeah. Oh man, it's a great show. Yeah, you really should check it out. See what you think.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, you just basically showed up on set every time. I was telling Sam this because we already had one of these interviews, and I was like, man, all three of you guys had great chemistry. And like Russ had known Sam for a while. We had worked together in the past, you know.
Right.
But you guys were like able to bounce off ideas, wing it. There was times where we had to wing it. We were like, oh, does this dialogue specifically work right here? We got to make something up. We got to, you know.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was specifically one time that we showed up to set and y'all were like, "Oh, we changed the script." Like take 5 minutes. And yeah, Sam and Russ, I really liked them. I really dug those guys a lot. They were just like, we're just playing off each other and we're just having a good time.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I could ask you like what was your favorite scene, but that's like, you know, you can't say that because then you'd be like, oh, that
give it away.
The spoiler, you know. So I
don't know though. That van, it's showing up.
Oh, the van! It's already in the promotional material. Yeah,
It's in pictures.
Yeah, not FBI. I love that van. So anything else you want to promote or talk about coming up, or anything else that
wow,
you want to talk
thanks. Yeah, well, check me out on Spotify and Instagram and my website, megjohns.com.
iTunes as well.
iTunes. I've got albums out there. I've got artwork. Check it out. I'd be grateful. Thanks.
I would say everybody go on iTunes and actually purchase the songs because, you know, it's one thing to listen to it on Spotify. We get like 0.001% of a cent or something every time they stream it. But if you actually download the song, you know, that's like a way that actually helps. That actually, you know, they both help. They both help because, but the Spotify thing for me, anyways, in my opinion, is kind of a thing to pacify until you can get to the point where you can play live shows again. You know, which right now is unfortunately not really an option. So, but hey, damn it. No matter what, it's all on all platforms, all reasonable platforms. I don't know all the platforms.
There are a lot of them out there. They're on them.
Yeah, they're on them. They're on all of them. I put my music on like one of those distribution channels, and it was like it's on iHeartRadio, and I was like, okay, I feel like a dick not knowing what that is, you know.
I know there's like always a long list of like, what the heck is that?
Like, well, this one's in another country, and I'm like, oh, well, sweet, go Brazil, listen to my jams. But yeah, check out
and listen to the We Need Rent Money soundtrack. It's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be sick. Shout out to Jan Swords. Hopefully we could get your husband on one of these sometime soon, and you know, hopefully we can collaborate again because that was awesome. You know,
I hope so.
Throw down jams, you know. I hope whenever the premiere goes down, we can actually have live music. I would think that we could be able to do it. Maybe they'll come up with some kind of system where it's like, you got to be in a bubble. It's cubicles. Everybody's got to be.
Everybody's got a cubicle.
I don't know.
Like big, like, bubble. I like that. Bubble, like space. Your thing.
I saw these
Like
guys with. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Like that's how you're doing the mosh pit now. You have to like do it with the rubber.
Yeah.
Right on. Thank you so much for your
Happen.
time. I appreciate the interview, and I appreciate dropping the knowledge of your experience and, on the music and acting games, the entertainment game. It's all one thing, really.
Gang.
It all gang.
Thank you, Sampson.
Yeah,
Appreciate
for
you.
sure. Yeah, awesome. Hey, check out Megan John's music online, and check her out. And We Need Rent Money whenever it drops. Hopefully.
Check it out.
Yeah, hopefully soon. And
oh, can't wait.
See you at the premiere.
See you at the premiere.
Later.